I will tell you my worst experience. My rookie year, 1987, the strike. I held out up until the strike. I didn't sign until the strike was over. So my rookie year, we fly out to San Francisco. We're playing the 49ers. My first carry, I'm in the backfield. I stumble a little bit. Somebody misses a block, and I'm cutting and trying to carry the ball at the same time. I get 18 inches. Literally, not even a yard. I didn't even get a yard. Jerry Glanville yanks me out of the game. I don't go back in no more.
What? Just for that?
I guess so.
The holdout had something to do with that.
Yeah, the holdout and all that stuff. So anyway, Jerry was a prankster. We go to practice the next day, so it's short yardage. He goes, and Jerry only called you by, he didn't call you by your name. He goes, 3-2, get in there. So I get in there, I'm lined up, got my knees all set. Time! Gordon Batty, bring out the measuring stick. Like what? They measure like a yard. Yeah, 32, you got to get out. It's more than 18 inches. I was like, okay, I got to get out. When I need 18 inches, I'll call you 3-2.
Oh, wow.
I said, man, that's messed up, Jerry.
Did you have a sense of humor at the time, or were you?
Oh, I was like, okay, whatever.
You didn't care. You're back in the day when the fullback.
Oh, yeah.
You got drafted. Where were you? 4'7"?
Third.
Yeah,
overall.
third.
Yep.
Third overall pick, and you were a fullback. But you were a. I mean, you also carried the ball too.
Yeah, but you know what? It was weird.
Marcus Allen was considered a fullback too back then.
Yeah, but it was weird because for what I did in college and what they asked me to do in Houston was two total different things. I mean, I didn't catch any balls out of the backfield because we went to red, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and the biggest mistake I ever made was blocking too good. So they said,
Sean Jones told me you were the best. Sean Jones said he had never been hit as hard by a pulling guard as you hit him on a lead play.
Miami running backs.
If you played for Joe Brodsky and Don Solinger,
he wouldn't let you on the field until you could pass block.
Until you could block, you weren't getting on the field. Never.
That's why you look at Frank Gore, you look at
Portis,
Willis. They're
Adrian
all
James.
like they go hit those blitzing linebackers.
Portis was a fantastic.
They go hit. They have fun. And Frank Gore, like he wouldn't care. He'd have 150 yards rushing. He'd be like, Eric, did you see me hit that blitzing linebacker? Did you see me? I blocked good. I blocked real good.
And see,
I mean, that's all they cared about.
And my offensive linemen loved me because I had the same attitude as them.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to play this game. Dean Steinkühler would tap the outside of his leg, and that told me he's going to let him beat me. He's going to let him beat him with outside pass rush because we were in the red gun. So I got to pick and choose who I wanted to block. And what that meant, he was going to have an arm coming over, and I would just tee off on him.
Was it the Nebraska game where you took out by the end of the half?
Oh yeah, he stopped sending the safety.
Was it safety?
Safety.
So Akio was telling me a story how he just.
What happened?
By the end, they had was it the Nebraska game or someone had a badass
safety
linebacker.
Oh yeah, you know,
Oklahoma. The end, and
yeah.
He's like, and the plan was to let Alonzo chip on him. And by the end of the first half, he had got him so many times with his forearm right in his ribs that the guy stopped rushing. He would just sit there. And he just, by the end of the first half, the guy, because he'd come around and Keo just, all he did is this. He just flipper him right there and just catch him right here every single time.
And offensive linemen, I've always said this, you can be a great player in the backfield without the ball in your hand. I'm going to tell you something. If you want to slow down a pass rush, if you got a bad, like I tell you what, a Dwight Freeney, right? If it was me playing against Dwight Freeney, I would tell Winston, I'm going to tell you something, this guy's all speed. Let him beat you outside. I am going to clean his clock. And you know what he does the next time he's rushing?
Yeah.
He looks to see you coming. He's like, okay, he's not there. Let me start back my pass rush move. A running back can set the tempo with the offensive line. Marcus Allen was an incredible chip blocker. Hey, if you can
Jones Drew is.
Hey, you can chip block some guys, and they will never rush the same again. They'll be like, "Uh-oh, where's he at?" I mean, I've seen it.
Look at Cutler improvise on this.
Watch this.
Was that by
3
design?
Eagles miss him.
Or did he just slip?
Moly.
No, yeah, he meant to fall down.
I'm just like, it looked like he was doing a breakdancing
But it helped.
move.
Nothing worse for an offensive lineman when a running back doesn't block. Help you.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I hate worse
like-
is when we call chips and they wait.
oh.
I hate that. I'm like, I just tell them, go hit him.
Go hit him.
And if you miss him, that's fine too.
If you miss him, it helps me.
That's fine. Yeah. That means if you missed him, he probably threw himself back in front of me.
Inside.
That's all I care about.
Exactly.
But those guys wait, and then they kind of do the, that
Get out of the way.
You don't understand how.
out of the
I was
way.
like, just go. Just go. If you're going to do that, I don't want the chip.
You don't want the chip.
I don't want it.
Exactly.
I don't want it. Exactly. It's awful.
Because I used to come out of my stance like a bullet.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going.
So I tell them, go, just go now.
Yep.
Because you can't. Because the worst thing too is you know that guy's back there, and most running backs end up tripping you.
Tripping you.
That's the worst.
Now, I did do that to Mike Munchak one time, and I was so embarrassed. He set up this guy perfect, and he bounced outside, and I came down inside, and he beat both of us around.
Oh.